Okay. Hello, welcome to episode 80 of No Holds Barred Pod. That is Sal Dodgson.
And that's Don McGowan. Welcome, everybody, to the end of the week. Does it mean anything anymore? I don't know.
What a week. It's been quite the week.
It's quite the ride, isn't it?
Yeah. It's been insane this
Quite
week.
the roller
It's been
coaster.
absolutely off the charts, bananas, tonto craziness in the media this week, hasn't it? So, I think, when did we record? Tuesday? Sorry, go on.
Yeah, it was Tuesday, yeah. But I do think that there is sunshine on the horizon, potentially. But we can go into that. I do.
Okay. Well, that's good news. I hope so. I hope so. So, yeah. Welcome back, everybody, and welcome along newcomers, of which we get a few new people every week, so that's good
Welcome,
to know.
everybody. It's lovely to have you here.
Absolutely.
More real ones.
Yeah. I don't know what I was going to say then. Yeah, no, it's just been such a bizarre week, hasn't it? It's just like since we recorded on Tuesday, I think it was all kicking off. Keir Starmer was going to be kicked out. Wes Streeting was going to take over as Prime Minister. Nigel Farage was, I don't know, it was all mental, wasn't it? And like Beth Rigby running around Downing Street screaming at people.
And it's still mental.
But nothing's happened.
Oh, it has?
Really? I mean,
Did
apart
you
from
miss
Wes
it?
Streeting. What? Which bit?
Oh, no, the Labour executive greenlit Burnham.
Oh, I did actually just see that pop up because Starmer said yesterday he wouldn't stand in his way, and then
until then, I like I said, I think last time we recorded, I thought it was potentially just a little charade. Charade.
It could be,
but now clearly it isn't.
Yeah, Starmer said that's fine, and the NEC have said no worries, go for it.
I mean, he couldn't shit the bed twice, could he?
Well, I think I mean, we could start talking about this because it's nuts. Because I think that potentially this could be like one of the biggest self-inflicted disasters of all time in local politics. Because I'm not 100% certain Andy Burnham's getting in Makerfield, the constituency that Josh Simons has given him. You think he might?
Well, what I think seems to be a novel thought, because I've not seen anyone else talk about it, is that if Andy Burnham runs on, amongst things, putting through the Hillsborough Bill in its original state as a Scouser and a supporter of the Hillsborough families, if he doesn't, he will never be able to come back here.
That's fair. Yeah, you said that to me earlier. Yeah.
I've put this to several of the many groups I'm in at the moment, just as it's worth giving some thought to this, because I don't trust him much more than Starmer. I just don't have just cause to not trust him like I have with Starmer. I'm just very sceptical because of his historical links, not least with Derek Hatton, both politically and familial. He was previously a supporter of Israel. Don't know where he stands on that now. And he was a massive Blairite. So I am uber sceptical. But if he takes that Hillsborough Bill through to its natural conclusion as it was presented in the first place, which will mean no public officials in Parliament or security services are allowed to lie, that changes the game completely. That tips it back until it's almost an even keel. And I think every decent person in the country needs to just get behind Burnham, because once that's through, we can we can unoccupy ourselves. We can do everything we need to do, because these people will be forced by law to tell the truth or go to prison.
Yeah. I think, I know I totally agree with the Hillsborough Bill part of it. I think if he can, but the problem is he has to get there to do that, right? And I think that's
the first. I think if he ran on that, he's literally doing that to reform, isn't he? He's saying you will not get into this government and tell lies and create all the trouble that we've lived with for our entire lifetimes. You should. I mean, it's a pitiful bill. You shouldn't have to force people to be decent and honest, but we do, because we're in 2026 and the culture war. And
absolutely right. Yeah,
and Starmer did not want to put it through. He wanted to carve out cabinet
sort of hollow it
and
out.
security services being included in it, which defies the entire point. It's insane.
Yeah, it defeats the object, doesn't it?
And very obvious.
Yeah, well, true.
So it depends how Andy Burnham comes out on that for me. If he doesn't even address it, I'll lose all faith.
What, yeah, I mean,
I say all faith. It's about that much.
I recorded a TikTok earlier, which I'm just going to put out after the pod, but I think he's treating the people in Makerfield quite badly because he's just using them as a stepping stone to get the top job, isn't he? And that's my worry, that's why Reform are going to campaign on, right? They're going to say, he's not going to be here for you. He's just using you to get into Keir Starmer's office. And that's where Reform are going to hit them. And because all 8 wards in Makerfield went Reform at the local elections a couple of weeks ago, I think it's 52% Reform, and the odds on Burnham winning are low. I've got it actually somewhere.
That's why they didn't boot out the old pensioner here then.
Yeah, because there's just no such thing as a safe Labour seat. Let me see if I can find the actual odds.
Well, since you destroyed the Labour Party, there won't be. They're hoist by their own fucktard.
That's very true. But yeah, it's I don't know. I think yeah, there it is. So odds on projected majority of 20.5 safe Reform seat. That's from Election Maps. So I think Josh Simons was the only person in the end that was prepared to step down. So he's had no choice, Burnham, to go there to give him a seat.
Josh Simons is about to get fired into the sky when the Labour Together report comes out. That's why he went before he was pushed.
Well, maybe it's called Think Labour now, as of yesterday. Do you know that they rebranded?
Oh, we've rebranded, have we? What a thing!
Yeah, I know.
Fuck off.
But I genuinely think he was probably the only one that was willing to go at this time. But I think it's such a fucking risky move for Burnham. But I don't know. I don't have anything particularly against Andy Burnham at all. He comes across well, he's personable, he speaks well. Might be what Labour need in this kind of populist kind of atmosphere that we're in to sort of go up against Farage and Zach Polanski. But I don't know. His track record's not amazing, is it? Let's be honest. What I
will do after this is go and source John McDonnell's opinion.
John McDonnell was on the radio yesterday
Ian Burns said anything about it.
Well, John McDonnell yesterday was on the radio saying that nothing should change. This isn't the time for this shenanigans, he said to Ian Dale last night. So, Sheila Fogarty, I can't remember. I know it was Sheila Fogarty, but I don't know.
I don't see Burnham being worse, but then...
But the other thing is, Burnham's not trusted with the economy. So here's the quote he said last year.
I
know you don't...
There's literally very few people with any legs to stand on there.
Keir Starmer and Rachel Reeves. Honestly, I know you don't like them, but they're a safe pair of hands. Considered by the financial markets, they are.
They're why people kill themselves because they can't afford to be alive, is what they are.
I know, but that's separating two different...
because I know, because again, people don't matter. I don't trust them with the fucking economy because they put money before human lives. Yeah, I don't think Burnham would be much different. But
I agree with that, but you have to look at the financial markets as a Prime Minister, and those two are trusted, Rachel Reeves and Keir Starmer. Yesterday when Burnham announced, the pound dropped instantly.
Yeah, they're trusted because they're happy to eugenicize people when necessary.
Yeah, but if they're not trusted...
what you're saying.
But if they're not trusted, then you end up in Liz Truss's situation.
But it's
we're fucked royally. I know.
Yeah, but the financial markets trust whoever's going to make the money for them. It's literally the antithesis of what we need.
It's stability. It's about stability. And he said last year, Burnham said, where's the quote?
We were more stable at the end of World War II, but yeah, go on.
No, he said, we've got to get beyond this thing of being in hock to the bond markets. You can't, nice, good idea, but reality you can't tie that to reality because, the bond markets do dictate how the country operates. And it's not, I agree with everything you say, but we can't separate that from the fact of reality that the bond markets sit above everything. And if the bond markets don't like it, you end up in Liz Truss's situation, then the economy collapses.
Sounds like the bond markets need looking at.
Oh yeah, I fully agree with that, and that's what Andy Burnham's trying to say. But it's not realistic at this time to sort of try and
How
say.
many people have to die before it's realistic?
No, I know, but that yeah, I agree
Sorry,
with all
but
that.
I can't.
But it's not. But that's not how. We have to be able to separate that part of it from our opinions. I agree with you, obviously, but the reality of life is that they have to, as in their job as Prime Minister and Chancellor, they have to keep that steady. Otherwise, we're all fucked. And I know we're all your position and welfare and all that. Everyone is fucked anyway. But then the country we end up with Liz Truss, and that's where Andy Burnham is slightly. He's
How
not
is it
trusted
so binary
much.
when you can do anything you want with numbers?
I know. I don't have the answer for that, but I'm just being.
But these are the questions.
Pragmatic.
I'm not obviously shouting at you.
Oh,
it's
I know.
healthy
I know.
debate.
I know. Yeah,
but,
of course.
These are questions I'd like answers to. But
yeah, no, I fully agree, and I think what Andy Burnham said is laudable and a really good ambition, but it's not achievable at the moment, and especially not with what's coming. I think with this Iran stuff really getting close now, I think a change of leader would really be destabilizing for the country, and I think it's a difficult time. But I think he should have waited. I think he should have waited for another get through the summer.
Well, to be fair, it wasn't really him, was it? It was Wes Streeting kicked it all off.
Yeah, I know. Streeting just backed himself into a corner, I think. He just went,
what's the JP Morgan thing? Did you find out at all?
Oh,
well,
no.
Shukri Umana went in to see Starmer after Streeting, didn't he? And there was some threat of JP Morgan withdrawing 3.5 billion worth of investment if Starmer didn't play ball.
That's right. Yeah,
I just don't know what the ball was.
Basically, they said last year, JP Morgan, that if the government, or the new government at the time, it was 2024, weren't friendly to the banking sector, they'd fuck off to America or Switzerland or whatever. That's what they said. And this is another reason why I think
they're already in America, aren't they?
Yeah, but they're going to take them out of London. Like JP Morgan had been a huge part of London for decades, but they threatened to take their business out of the UK, basically, which is huge, and it would really impact the
which
city.
Which is business dictating politics, and we can't have that.
Yeah, but it is the way it is, you know.
Because it's been that way for 40 years, but we need to stop that.
I know. But
mental.
But how can we stop
democratic.
it? That's the problem. Yeah, but this is why I think Burnham should have waited, got the
Iran bringing in the Hillsborough law.
Yeah, that would work. But again, I think if he'd waited till after the summer till we see how this Iran situation plays out, and if it is going to impact people really severely, which it might not. But now I think is the wrong time. I don't know. I think he might have.
See, I think statesman-wise, I think he'd actually be a better statesman than Starmer because he's actually got a personality.
No, he's very good. He speaks well. He's likable for sure, without a doubt. Starmer's well liked on the sort of global stage, isn't he? Everyone likes him.
Yeah, but there's nothing about him. There's no. He's just great.
No, he'd be a good foreign secretary. He's good at that. But
he's just
they
he's
all
like
love him,
evil
though.
John Major.
But they all love him, don't they, in Europe and America? And Trump kind of says he hates him now, but he doesn't really.
Yeah, he's got the right accent and he looks British. That people have got a very warped view of the British people. They all think we walk around in bloody bearskins marching all day. Do you know what I mean? They're just like quintessentially British because retro reasons. I don't fucking know.
I'm
easily impressed.
As I said, yeah, true. As I said, I've got nothing against Andy Burnham. I think he's a good politician. I think he'd do well. I just think it's the wrong time. I think the challenge of reform might kibosh him at the first hurdle. And then I think if he's going to try and spark a leadership competition when the Iran crisis gets serious, then he might lose. I think Starmer will get the numbers for that.
How well are reform going to be? Is it true that they're putting Matt Goodwin up again?
No, I don't think so.
Is that just a right?
Well,
okay, skate. I mean,
who knows?
That'd be a debate I would love to see.
Yeah,
Burnham against Goodwin. Oh, give it to me.
Richard Tice was asked about it this morning, and he wouldn't give up anything. He said, "You'll know by Monday, Tuesday next week who we're going to pick. The selection process is open." But then I saw Matt Goodwin has withdrawn from some far-right conference he was due to speak at the weekend. So maybe
Well,
maybe that's where the rumours are coming from. I don't know, but I mean, surely they wouldn't. I mean, that's just ridiculous. That would be so silly.
Farage shit the bed 7 times, didn't he? So
true. But Matt Goodwin would get his arse handed to him by Andy Burnham. I mean, that would be no challenge at all.
It'd be fucking beautiful, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah, it'd be brilliant to watch. Oh, that would be amazing to watch if they did that. I don't think they're that silly though, but I don't know who they're going to put up.
Yeah, exactly. Malcolm offered.
Yeah, I don't think so. No, he got his job as the MSP in the end by the back door.
Oh,
but,
did he?
Yeah, he got voted out, but there's a list, MSP list, so he got in via the back door, so he's still got his job.
With his 6 houses.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. Someone was talking about Zai Yusuf, but that's never going to... No one's going to vote for that twat. Yeah. Go on.
I can't... I was just going to ask if you thought that, given how in the last couple of days Sky News have gone in on Farage,
they have
happily,
yeah.
finally,
yeah.
Do you not think that'll affect them trying to run a campaign in Makerfield, in Ashton?
It depends. I don't know. I think I wrote something this afternoon, I reckon, or this morning, I can't remember. I think they're toppling. I think the House of Cards is wobbling. I think it wouldn't take much more than one more big push. Yeah, exactly. But I don't know where that's going to come from, and I don't know if the Sunday papers have got anything lined up. If they've got something lined up over the weekend, you never know.
Well, it's kind of all on Ben Habib, isn't it? Which is something I never thought I'd say.
Yeah. Who's not the most reliable of sources, is he? But yeah.
Well, he seems to have his steel.
Yeah.
He's not backing down.
No, he's not. Yeah, because Farage threatened him, didn't he, with a letter, a legal letter. Farage,
yeah.
I mean...
scary.
We'll come on
I
to
never take
reform
legal action. Well, you've done it 6 times in the last 2 years, but okay.
Yes, something like that, yeah. Well, he doesn't do it. He just threatens it on Twitter, and then it never actually comes to anything. But
no, but then Habib seems to want to take this to its final conclusion, which will put him in prison.
Well,
electoral interfering.
Yeah, I know. It would be. That's definitely
and
a prison
corruption
sentence.
and stuff and thing.
Yeah,
that's worse than Jeffrey Archer. That.
Yeah,
which we all knew he was anyway, but
can't remember why did Jeffrey Archer go to jail in the end? I can't remember.
Cash for questions, wasn't it?
That was probably what
I think.
Was. Yeah, that sounds right.
And
yeah.
and at least then he went off and wrote books. Good for him. Get out of politics, you're wrong, and that's what we like, isn't it, Don?
Yeah, we'll come back to that in a bit. But yeah, yeah, let's wait and see the King in the North. I mean, he might do it, he might not, but it's a risky move. I think
it's very
it's
nice not
time.
having a dog in the fight, though. I like these positions where I can just sit back and go, okay.
Yeah,
let's see what's going on here. Then.
Yeah, I'm not too fussed really, but I mean, I don't think for me, I think it's the wrong time. That's my overarching kind of thought on it. Do it later in the year, but we'll see.
Well,
because I think
manufactured, innit? Love the voices were loud enough. It happened because that's how it works
that's it exactly. But can you imagine though if he lost the seat in Makersfield and then lost the mayoralship of Greater Manchester at the same time? What a fucking disaster that might be.
Well, no, they just reshuffled, didn't they?
No, but the Manchester went turquoise as well for the most part. Greater Manchester in the local elections. If he
no, I mean the Labour Party, like they get him a cabinet seat.
What Burnham?
Oh God, no! Sorry, I'm losing my mind here, aren't I? If he's not an MP, you can't do that, Sal.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I don't know where my brain was then. Sorry.
If he doesn't become an MP and he's stood down as the mayor of Manchester and then they lose that, which will have to be run as an election, that would be like the biggest political local election own goal ever. It would be a disaster.
Start writing books.
Yeah. But the other thing with Burnham, sorry, one more thing about Burnham that I remembered. He's highly connected with the guy called Sacha Lord. Do you know Sacha Lord?
I know the name.
So he was the nighttime czar for the government, yeah. And him and Andy Burnham, and he worked with Burnham for years in Manchester, and then he is part of the nightclub scene. And there's a guy called the Secret DJ who's mostly on Facebook. He writes really well. He's got a couple of books out and stuff, and I follow him. And he's written at length about Sacha Lord being corrupt as fuck, basically being in hock to the Nigel Farage lobby
My instincts
groups.
work again.
Yeah. Apparently, allegedly, according to the secret DJ, Sacha Lord's up to his fucking eyeballs in far-right money. And he and Burnham, I think they fell out, actually, to be fair. But they were, you know, close buddies for a long time, working pals
Well,
with
Derek
and
Hatton
Sacha
as
Lord.
well, isn't there? So.
So I think that's the problem. So there's a lot of
interestingly, though, I've got a little statement here from Ian Byrne yesterday, who is a politician I do actually trust. There aren't many of them.
Yeah.
He says the biggest challenge facing the Labour movement is winning back the trust of ordinary Labour voters who place their hope, giving us the overwhelming majority we have squandered. Too many people feel let down, ignored and abandoned. Communities that once looked to Labour for hope are now turning to Reform because they no longer see a difference and no longer believe Labour is listening to them. If Labour is serious about stopping Nigel Farage reaching Downing Street, it cannot keep repeating the same mistakes of the last 18 months or recycling the same people responsible for the mess we're in. Labour's NEC must allow Andy Burnham to stand in Makerfield. Blocking him again would send the entirely the wrong message at a moment when the party faces an existential threat of its own making. People are crying out for hope and a Labour Party prepared to stand with working class communities once again.
Yeah, that's all completely fair. Yeah, dead on.
Now, I'm not going to. I'm not going to get behind it though because I can't risk having my hope flattened again.
No, that's the problem.
So I'm just going to sit here and say, okay, let's see how it goes.
Yeah, detach for a little while.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. He sort of Burnham's just basically chucked all these balls in the air at one time and hope they land in Westminster. So they may well do. But Wes Streeting's fucked it up. He's just made a right pillock of himself, I think. Yeah, he is. He's just backed himself into a corner and then had to go. And Big Angie's in the clear, so she's around again now. I said on Twitter yesterday that Starmer should have put her in as health secretary. That would have been a fucking boss move from Starmer. He would have killed all the challenges off. But he didn't. He put in James Murray of all people, the most.
It's like a thumb with sideburns, isn't he?
He's really, really uninteresting man.
Ineffective,
Maybe that's what they need in the health service, but I don't know.
He's got no dynamism about him.
No, he really hasn't, has he?
But you know what? Oh, you see, now I'm thinking like, and I know I'm like jumping the hoops, but assuming like Burnham smashes Makerfield, be interested to see if the Greens stand anyone or not. But again, it depends. It depends what Burnham's proposing, I guess.
They said the Greens have announced. Go on.
No, I was just going to say, think about Burnham's like closest political allies. They're Northern Socialists.
Yeah, very true. Very true.
Who are like at the behest of Israel. We just don't know how or whether Burnham's related or like into Labour together, who's now called something different to make it sound better.
Think Labour, yeah.
Think Labour.
That's what.
See, that's just upsetting for pregnant women, isn't it? Because you don't want to think about that for a long time. They don't think these things through.
No, that's true. It didn't go through a focus group, that one. Yeah. Well, not with enough women in it anyway.
It's just me ass. So, yeah, we need to know whether Burnham's connected to Israel or not.
Yeah,
and whether he's going to put Hillsborough through.
Well, he was LFI at one point when he was in the government and shadow cabinet, wasn't he? But I don't know nowadays what his standpoint on that is, to be honest with you. But we'll find out, I'm sure. But yeah, the Greens. I saw Caroline Lucas on Twitter earlier had put up a post saying she's disappointed that the Greens are going to stand a candidate. The Greens announced that they're going to fight the by-election, and she's put on Twitter this afternoon that she's disappointed in that and that they need to let Burnham get through.
Oh, that's very interesting.
Interesting, isn't it? Yeah.
In the Green Party chat group before, I made the point about Hillsborough and a few people picked up on it. And one guy was like, he said, I know exactly what you're saying about Burnham.
Yeah.
But there's no way he would become PM and not put through the original Hillsborough bill. He just wouldn't do it. I know him.
Well, you'd hope, wouldn't you?
And then a couple of people like, what do you reckon about Caroline Lucas? And I didn't have time to go off and look at what she'd written. So she's basically saying the same as me, isn't she?
So it says, so there's a Guardian piece from this afternoon that says Greens suggest they will probably properly contest the by-election in blow to Burnham. And Caroline Lucas said 3 hours ago, I hope this isn't true. There are times when it's more important to put country before party. This is one of them. Burnham's long-standing commitment to fairer voting system could transform our democracy and counter dire threat of a reform UK government. So she's saying he could bring in PR, but I mean, I don't know. But that's interesting, isn't it? That
I'd rather have the Hillsborough Bill of the two.
Well, yeah, that's fair.
For the moment. Because we're in an emergency situation and, you know, people need to have to tell the fucking truth. What is this? That we have to legislate to force people, to be honest.
I know. We talk about it every week pretty much, and it's just nuts every time we
when
say it out
lives
loud.
are at stake as well.
I know.
But you've got to think that when the Hillsborough Bill goes through, it's an all-encompassing, like, everyone working in the public sector is on fucking notice.
Oh, yeah,
Police,
totally. Yeah, top to bottom,
you don't get to just make shit up anymore. If you do and get found out, you're going in prison.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
It stands with all politicians, so it's a game changer.
Would be. It would be. Yeah, let's hope so. I mean, yeah, as you said, I mean, that's something I haven't seen anyone else mention, the Hillsborough thing. And if Burnham does go hard on that, then he's got a good shout at getting in that seat. So, because I don't think there's many people around that area. It's Wigan-ish, isn't it? Makerfield. It's around that.
It's Wigan, yeah.
Wigan area. Yeah. I don't think they'd be against putting that Hillsborough Bill through in all its sort of
I mean, that
original
for me,
form.
That for me is almost like a 16-year sunlit upland because of how much difference it will make to civilian life.
It would change everything. It would, 100% it would. Because if you're caught out lying, you're fucked. You're in jail, mate. Yeah. It would be a game changer, definitely. So yeah, Starmer's not done much this week. I
doesn't have to now, does he?
No, he's just sort of just carrying on as nothing has happened. So I called it Starmer the Drama-LLAMA Calmer, whenever in my notes. I might put that as a
Starmer Drama-LLAMA. Where did llamas come into it?
I don't know. It just sounded good. No, because it's like a drama llama. It's like it's such a drama llama. Anyway, I think I may have made that up, but I quite liked it.
Oh, just while we're having fun with wordplay, Super Tan came out earlier called Nigel Farage, the Count of Cunty Crypto. That was fabulous.
Well done, Tan. Top drawer, as always. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good one. I saw that earlier.
Oh, you got to laugh.
Yeah, you do. So, yeah, Starmer's just, I saw did you see his statement he said he made today about the thing tomorrow? The Tommy Robinson thing. Oh, no, he went in quite hard on it. He condemned it.
What?
He condemned the Tommy Robinson march. I'll find it now. I might. It's a video, but basically
condemned it while letting it go ahead.
Well, he's banned 9.
To me.
He's banned 9 of the people Robinson wanted from visiting.
It's gone up by 2.
Is it? Yeah, I saw it earlier on Twitter. He said, "I'll always champion peaceful protest, but the Unite the Kingdom march organisers are peddling hatred and division. We've already blocked visas for far-right agitators who want to come here and spew their extremist views. They don't speak for the decent, fair, respectful Britain I know." That's pretty strong for Starmer, to be fair. Like, that's
the irony is, though, that both him and Tel Aviv Steve are taking money from Israel.
Yeah, but I mean,
who are literally funding the whole thing. So, fuck off, you disingenuous, lying prick, is what I'd say to that.
Yeah, but you want to hear it, though. You don't want him to be condemned.
Them. Yeah, like the NF were, like the BNP were in the good old days. Fucking Thatcherism. Sheep.
Did you say you want to return to Thatcherism?
God. What? But what the fuck? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I've said it before, she's no longer in the top 5 worst prime ministers of all time. That's how bad things are.
Yeah, I don't know. But I thought that was a good statement from Starmer. I mean, those bits aside, I'd rather him say that about the United Kingdom march than the Akbar march, right? That's
Yeah, except he's going to be arresting grannies who are walking around holding "I oppose genocide" placards. So
yeah,
it's all bollocks.
I think the majority of the police are going to the other
Who's
one, aren't they?
paying for the 4,000 police that are required for the monsters?
Yeah, I don't know. And the live facial recognition. Do you see that one? They're using live facial recognition,
but it's not only for the UTK one, which is hilarious.
Yeah. No, that's good.
That sounds like they've only got half the equipment they need. To me.
No, I just don't think there's any concern about any violence or trouble at the Nakba March, is there? Yeah, all right. There's
they
going to be
have facial recognitions of everything I've been at.
Have they?
For both for the counters and the protest.
A lot of, I mean, that's a Palantir thing, isn't it? But which we've talked about in the past. But you see, Farage tried to bandwagon the Tommy Robinson March because of the facial recognition thing. We said this last week or the week before. I thought
he was completely separated from me.
He said it's disgraceful that two-tier policing is already in effect for the Unite the Kingdom rally.
It's the only reason you're still walking around, fuckface.
Yeah, it's very true. But yeah, I thought it's interesting that he's kind of jumped on that bandwagon because, yeah, as you say, he was very distant from Tommy Robinson not so long ago.
Well, he went towards Restore, didn't he?
Yeah, he did a bit. He did.
Which is actually quite interesting because it's Restore. I mean, has Habib gone to Restore now? Has he got rid of his?
No, he's still
flea treatment.
Underscore advance. No, I think
still
he's
a flea treatment.
Yeah, it is. Or pet
I
food.
thought that. Yeah. Why do I think they're working in tandem then? Have I just made that up?
Rupert Lowe at one point announced that they were going to work together and Advance would become Restore, but then Habib came out and said that no, that's not happening. But I hadn't heard much at all from Habib until he piped up about Farage last week. So
you've got to ask why he's doing it.
Yeah, I think he just wants. It's just revenge.
See, I think
Farage.
maybe my brain just thought he's got Rupert Lowe pushing him.
It's possible
because they all despise each other, don't they? Now,
yeah,
which is hysterical.
It is, but yeah, Tommy Robinson's flag race is on tomorrow. I'm still going with that. And we shall see what time you got to go on your coach for it.
Got a meeting in the middle of Liverpool at 6:30. So I will be, after we finish, I've got to go and make a banana cake because I don't want to throw bananas in the bin. I'm a dickhead. And then take a sleeping tablet and have a very early night and an incredibly early morning. So,
lovely stuff. Yeah.
More concerned about service stations than I am about the march, if I'm honest. But
why?
Because everyone's travelling down in coaches for both marches.
I see what you mean. Right. Okay, got you. Like a football match type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. What's the weather looking like now? I'm just having a look.
God, I didn't tell you, did I? I totally forgot.
Go on.
I told my little lefty group. I was walking up to the village the other day, past the local pub that's being fitted out at the minute, and it prides itself on being a bit of a posh gastropub, certainly for this town.
Right.
And they were having all the scaffolding taken down by a local operation, and all of the guys bar one were in like the high vis workers, scaffolding gear. One guy was wearing a full-on bomber jacket that was front and back Union Jack.
Oh, really? I thought you were going to say a Reform football shirt.
I couldn't stop laughing, and I had to pretend I was laughing at something on my phone as I walked past him, because he was like looking at me. I really wanted to take a picture, but when there's no way I could have done it without, he just looks so ridiculous. So.
Oh, dear. Yeah. Oh, I bet he'll be going tomorrow then, probably.
Yeah, I mean, all I was going to say was, got an extra reason to dislike David Beckham now, haven't I?
Why? What's David Beckham done now?
He's become the first billionaire footballer.
Has he? Oh, I missed that.
Sunday Times rich list.
Oh, I was going to look at the Sunday Times rich list because I heard about it.
I didn't want to.
He's a billionaire. Well, he owns that football team.
Sky News.
Into Miami now, doesn't he?
I don't care.
They were talking about it they had the guy that puts it together on Nick Ferrari's show this morning, and he was saying that Christopher Harborne is a new entry at number 5 on the rich list or something.
Do you not have to be resident in the UK?
Wow. This is what he said. He's a Thai resident. He said, but he does have British passport still and British business interests, which is why he
literally
appears on the
changed his
list.
own fucking name.
Yeah, to Chakrit
Your Thai son.
Suckincrit. But he's number 5 on the rich list, and he's never been on it before. They said he's got about 18 billion. They said they found, but he said that's not even close to what he's worth. He's worth far more than that. But most of those things, he said, are registered offshore, so they can't find the rest of his business interests. Fucking ridiculous.
That these people exist while poverty still exists is a sickness.
Well, and he's giving money hand over fist to people like Nigel Farage to like engineer better deals for himself. Yeah,
it's repulsive.
So, yeah,
bring in the Hillsborough Law, and we'll change a lot.
Yeah, it would, wouldn't it? It really would, especially people like the Farage lot, and yeah, they wouldn't be allowed to lie.
Mm-hmm.
So, which brings us, I suppose, nicely onto Reform Roundup. which is quite limited this week, really, because it's only about anyway. Yeah, Reform Roundup's pretty limited this week, and it's basically only about Farage and his £5 million because
can't only be about that, Don.
Well, there's one other thing which we'll finish on. Oh no, there's 2 other things I've got actually. But he's actually facing some real pressure and scrutiny for a change for the first time ever.
Yes.
Which is quite nice to see, isn't it? Like, instead of us lowly minions of kind of journalistic newbies.
Little networking people power newbies.
Yeah, the big boys are out for him. Sky News, as you said earlier. Everyone, really. So, yeah, he's changed his story again, though. I thought he'd appeared on a Sun. So Harry Cole is the political, or no, I think he's the American politics editor of the Sun now, editor at large, and
definitely large.
I thought it was a Sun podcast that Farage has gone on to, but actually it isn't. It's in the Reform Studios. It's all the turquoise wall with Reform behind him and the flag.
Reform Studios, where the fuck?
Yeah, they've got their own studios. I do know that.
Is that the big like warehousey place?
No, they've got an office in.
Is it in the Bandello place?
No, I don't think they use that. I think they've got their own dedicated podcast and video studios now. Anyway, it's in there. It's not a Sun. It says a Sun exclusive on the video, but it might be. But it's filmed at Nigel Farage's behest. He invited Harry Cole, but it didn't go quite as well as he planned. I don't think. Well, he changed his story for the 3rd time, didn't he? He said,
I rely on you to update me.
Well,
saves me the pain.
On this episode or this video that he recorded with Harry Cole, he announced that it was a reward for Brexit. That's where he got the money from.
I thought his life was on the line and it was for his lifelong security. Make your fucking mind up.
In less than 2 weeks, it went from an unconditional personal gift with no ties to a gift for his personal security to then a reward for Brexit. Can't have it always, mate, can you? I know, exactly. Richard Tice this morning
what a tangled web we weave.
Yeah. Ferrari pointed out to Richard Tice this morning, even Ferrari's lost. Yeah, he's lost Ferrari now because he played a clip of him with Kwasi Kwarteng selling his Bitcoin thing. And he said, that doesn't, he said he comes across like Del Boy considering he's supposed to be the next prime minister. He said that to Richard Tice. But Tice said, and he said, why has he changed his story? And he said, well, it hasn't. It's that it was an unconditional gift for personal security because he did Brexit and he put all 3 answers in one kind of sentence and portmanteaued it. I was like, oh my God. They're properly flailing now. They're really struggling. It's amazing what happens when actual media look at like the stuff that we've been doing for 2 years.
They fall apart like wet cake.
It is. He's absolutely bricking it because the other big news is that the Parliamentary Commissioner for Standards has announced that he's going to investigate the £5 million.
Yes.
So actual
Hang on a minute.
Officials,
you said who's going to investigate them?
The Parliamentary Commissioner for Standards.
the parliamentary commission. I thought you said their parliamentary commissioner for standards. I don't like the sound of that. No.
The one guy, I can't remember his name. I looked it up the other day, but yeah. So he's actually properly under investigation now. So fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Well,
I mean,
look, this is a prison sentence taken to its natural conclusion.
It would be, yeah, certainly. I mean,
election interference, corruption.
Yeah. I think best case scenario is he gets a 10-day suspension from the House of Commons, which would mean he's up for a recall and a by-election in Clacton. But
yeah,
I think he'd be able to stand and he could win it again. But I mean,
fuck off. Just. Well, surely it'd depend on that. Well, no, you can't. He can't stand if he's like under criminal investigation, can he?
No. Not if he's under criminal investigation. If he's he's barred from the House if he's under criminal investigation. If the police open a full investigation into him, then I don't think so. But if it's just standard parliamentary procedures, he can get binned off and then come back again if he gets voted back in. But
it's disgusting how it works.
Yeah, it is. But at least some things are moving. Did you see another bit of a blow for him yesterday that Elon Musk called him a liar on Twitter?
Yes. That's where it comes from. That's why I thought Rupert Lowe was involved with the Ben Habib. I thought that it was a pincer movement.
Yeah, quite possible.
Or potentially.
Yeah. So on that Harry Cole interview, apparently Farage talked about Elon Musk willing to give him money. He said, Elon wanted to give us a load of money if I said certain things publicly, but I refused. That's what Farage said. Elon Musk
up the raw?
Yeah. Elon Musk just said
that was only 80 quid. He must. What did he want him to say? Jesus.
Elon Musk said Farage is lying on Twitter yesterday at 8:45 p.m.
Oh, liar on liar trouble.
So things go from bad to worse for Farage this last couple of weeks. And then today, over the last couple of days, he was sort of outed as buying yet another house for cash, although he definitely didn't buy the Clacton one. He bought another house for £1.4 million in cash, sort of shortly after he got the £5 million from Christopher Harborne, but nothing to see, obviously. But today, Reform UK say Nigel Farage bought a £1.4 million house using money from his I'm a Celebrity appearances. Definitely not the £5 million gift he received from Christopher Harborne. It's absolutely falling to pieces. He's in big shit. He is. Because as my friend on Twitter, Chris, pointed out, like, even he probably did get about £1.5 million for his I'm a Celeb, but then take tax off. It's not even close to 1.4 million. So that's another lie that you can be caught out on quite easily. It's all starting to fall apart for Nigel Farage, finally. So,
it is, isn't it brilliant?
It's absolutely lovely.
I mean, we need, I'm not going to be happy until he's behind bars, but at least now there's a sign it might be in the offing soonish, like before the end of our lifetime.
Before the end of this parliament.
Put a limit on it because, well, yeah,
exactly, yeah. So then, the other bit of reform news that we were going to talk about is your local mate, Mr. Mousdell.
Rephrase that, love.
Sorry,
please.
Your local,
because it's not. It's genuinely not a personal thing. I just
it's not.
Don't like improper people being in politics. And this morning, the porn person we've been talking about for the last few weeks has finally resigned in the most mealy-mouthed, pitiful dictionary apology you've ever met in your life. It's quite the read if you go on Facebook and have a look. But what a load of old shit. He actually admitted people had told him he wouldn't be allowed to do it and to stand down, but I thought saw nothing wrong in what I was doing. That's because you're an idiot.
Which is what we said at the beginning, right? Which when you first brought it up.
It was an idiot problem. Yeah.
You said he's just too stupid to be able to carry this off, and
what he wrote this morning proves that entirely.
100%, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I take no pleasure in his misery, but I'm delighted he's gone.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, same thing. And unfortunately, LBC have claimed credit for revealing his antics, which is a bit shameful of
Jesus.
LBC. So not only has James O'Brien nicked our Reform Roundup, LBC nicked one of our actual, what do you call them, scoops that we put out.
That's like literally how cryonists behave. So I expect nothing less. They'll steal anything that's not pinned down, and anything that is pinned down. So. Yeah,
and then the last thing about Reform, the shit show in Worcestershire continued this week. They sacked.
This gave me great pleasure yesterday.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Crying, laughing.
So last week they sacked the sitting council leader Jo Monk and her son, and then this week.
What for? Do we know?
I'm not sure. I forgot to look into it. I didn't have time to check it. I'll check it out for next step. But then the Tory councillor went into a coalition with the Greens to keep Reform out, but then was sacked by Kemi Badenoch for going into a coalition with the Green Party, and that led to the Greens having another council leader in place. So the Green Party got the job basically because of Reform being terribly shit, and Kemi Badenoch stepping and putting her size 10 boots in and
absolutely shit in the bed. Hilarious. Yeah. I mean, talk about spitting your dummy and hoist by your own fucktard. Stupid woman.
It's really funny, isn't it? It is funny. So yeah, that was Reform Roundup. And then I haven't really got much else apart from a little bit about the war, because there was a video which I'll put a clip in now of Donald Trump at dinner with Xi Jinping, the Chinese leader, yesterday. Here's a video.
Oh, so just...
Go on.
Oopsie, sorry. I was just going to say Jo Monk has been suspended for refusing to accept the democratic decision of the Reform UK group. And her son apparently has brought something in, suspended for reportedly bringing the party into disrepute. How do you do that? How do you do that?
That's quite impressive, yeah.
Anyway, sorry, go on.
No, it's fine. I'll go back. So there's a video clip I'll put in now of Trump at dinner with Xi Jinping yesterday. Xi Jinping gets up from... Have you seen it? Well, you've seen it now. No. He gets up...
Well, in a minute.
Xi gets up from the dinner party. I know. Gets up from the dinner table where he's been sat next to Donald Trump. And as he's gone, Donald Trump looks over and starts reading his personal notebook that he'd left on the table. And it's like, what the fuck are you doing? So I assume it's in Chinese, so he probably doesn't understand anything of it.
How does he read Cantonese exactly?
Well, exactly, yeah. But he's flicking through the pages. You can see in the video, he's flicking the pages of Xi's personal notebook. So
that's outrageous,
isn't it? So you can't do that to another world leader, regardless of their fact that you can't read Chinese, Cantonese, whatever. Yeah. You can't be snooping on other people's personal property. What a fucking...
What just shows you that he's got absolutely no self-awareness, has he? Whatsoever.
No.
Whether it's his psychopathy or his dementia, either way.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy, but I mean, the war's still going on. Trump denounced another Iranian ceasefire proposal yesterday, I believe. And my note on that was fucking Trump and his fucking folly is costing the entire planet, because we're all...
Have you had any updates on the IDF? Because didn't Iran target their food supplies?
Oh, I don't know about that.
Sure is. I need to follow that up. Sure is something about that last week, and it was a bit...
I had an email from a guy that I'm going to chat to next week. He set up a new... news website called News Agency, and he contacted me because he's just exasperated with the fact that we can't get decent news, so he's putting out together this daily briefing of news, but stripping out the sort of partisan views of it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have a chat to him about it. He wants to chat to me next week, so that could be quite interesting. But we both said that it's nuts because we can't get we have to go to foreign news sites to get news about other things that aren't fucking
Accurate,
Keir
yeah.
Starmer. Yeah, and non-biased.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really hard to know. I haven't seen anything about the IDF because if you look at the news, it's just fucking Keir Starmer and Andy Burnham, isn't it? So yeah, yeah, I know. The war is still raging onwards, rolling onwards. Not raging, it's not, but it's just rolling. And then that's about it, really. I think for this week, there was an Ofcom announcement today that X have made public commitments to bring in new protections to tackle illegal hate and terror content. It's a bit dry.
What's
I'll leave it for
illegal
now.
hate and terror content? They don't seem to be able to make their minds up about that, do they? That's the problem.
There's no specifics. I mean, I guess they must have
It's all
put
a bit
some
two-tier.
Yeah, exactly. But it's Ofcom said we have accepted X's public commitments to bring in new protections. I don't know. Who knows? But we'll see. I bet it doesn't.
Gonna hold the feet to the fire, are you?
Yeah, bollocks, are they? Yeah, that's about it, really. You sent me a video that we're going to put in at the end, which I think is absolutely fucking hilarious.
I just thought it was very funny.
It is brilliant, especially
Larry and Paul nailing it.
Apropos of this week, yeah, exactly. It's an old video, I think, of theirs, isn't it? But it's so funny.
Is it? I've not seen it before.
Yeah. I messaged them and asked them just to send me a high quality file of it, so hopefully they've done that by the time I finish recording. Oh yeah, Larry and Paul are awesome. Get on them if you don't watch them already. But yeah, enjoy their video in a minute, which is so good. But I think probably
and just FYI, that's genuinely how I react to people who tell me they're not on X.
I know.
What?
Huh? You're not on Twitter? What? I know. Yeah.
Oh, it took me right back to the general election party. You're on Twitter. How did you get here if you don't know Twitter?
Yeah. Who are you? Why are you here? Yeah, exactly.
Did you come in a spaceship? Yeah, so bizarre.
Yeah, cool.
But yeah, enjoy that and have a great weekend, everybody.
Yeah, have a lovely weekend.
A bit less mental next week.
Well, enjoy tomorrow. Keep us posted if you want some aerial shots again. Send me some messages.
Oh God, yeah. I've got me. I figured out how to connect me.
Oh, you got your selfie stick. Yeah,
that's it. Thanks. It's myself. I'm just pushing up my selfie stick.
Yeah. It really doesn't look like it.
It might have been my flagpole, to be honest. I've got both, so it's going to be a little bit.
On that huge bombshell.
Oh, that's for visual viewers only. Visual viewers.
Well,
oh, never mind. It's time to go, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's about enough. Yeah, cool. Yeah, brilliant. Thanks for listening and watching. Check us out on our website, X, everywhere.
Do all the things. Please like, share, subscribe, because we need to get this out to more people so that
yes, we do.
More people know the truth.
Yeah, we're doing well on the podcast.
We're having effect now. We're doing real things in the real world.
We really are. We really are. And yeah, just a little call for the like, share, subscribe bit. Please like and subscribe to us on YouTube specifically. We've got loads of people listening to us on the pod apps, which is brilliant, and we love that. But our YouTube, we just want you on YouTube as well. Just come in, just visit and say hello.
Even if you don't watch YouTube, just go and subscribe and like, because we need to get into the algorithm to take off. And it's quite a trial because when, what we say isn't particularly popular with the people that run the platforms, which is why we do it, because we've got to fight back. So
exactly.
Thank you very much.
Yes, right. That's it. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hello there, you're through to the left wing. Tony speaking. How can I help?
Hello. Yeah, my name's Andrew, and I'd like to join the left wing, please.
Well, that's lovely to hear, Andrew.
Yes, well, I've always voted Conservative, but, what with everything going on, I fancied a change.
Great. Well, we're a broad church.
That's what I heard.
Sure. I just have a few questions for you, sir, just to determine which faction you're going to be in.
What's this now?
Oh, it's just for our records.
Righto.
Okay, immigration. Good thing or bad thing?
Oh, well, it's overly simplistic, but it clearly brings huge benefits to our nation.
Very good, sir.
But obviously there needs to be some consideration given to...
Ooh.
What?
That's him. Now, are you pro-Palestinian, would you say?
Oh, wow. Well, I certainly support the Palestinians' right to self-determination and a peaceful existence.
I'll pop you down as an anti-Semite then, sir.
But I'm actually Jewish.
Okay, maybe some internalized anti-Semitism there. What about trans rights, sir?
Well, trans rights are human rights, aren't they? It all seems very simple.
Right, so you're anti-women's rights then?
Not at all. I mean, they're not mutually exclusive, are they?
I'm not sure what to do with that. Are you sure you don't want to take a hardened position on something you don't really understand?
Look,
I'll just put you down as a TERF, just in case.
it's a turf.
Now, Andrew, I do need to decide exactly what category of the left to put you in.
Do you have to? It seems a bit restrictive.
Well, you'll need to know for Twitter.
I'm not on Twitter.
You're not on right, all right, which left-wing leaders do you like, then?
Well, I was a big fan of Tony Blair, and I was always impressed by Neil Kinnock.
You like both of them? You can't do that, Andrew.
Hang on. You said the left wing was a broad church.
Oh, yes, it is. It's a very broad church. It's just split into hundreds of very narrow congregations.
Look, this is ridiculous, okay? All I want is a left-wing government, okay? What I want is to get the Tories out of power.
That's not the aim of the left wing, sir.
But what is?
When we fight amongst ourselves until everyone is too tired to fight anymore, then once that happens, hopefully someone on our side wins an election. Look, I need to put you into a category. So let's try some word association, Andrew, okay? I want you to say the first thing that comes into your head.
Okay.
Keir Starmer.
A man.
Jeremy Corbyn.
Jam.
Marx.
And Spencer.
Oh, for God's sake, look, you're defying all my best efforts to put you into some kind of category.
Look! I'm not bothered about all of that. All I want is a government that looks after the most vulnerable, takes climate change seriously, supports small business, runs good public services, and is free of corruption.
Well, why don't you just join the Lib Dems then?
Well, I'm not going to join the bloody Lib Dems, am I?
Of course not. No one ever joins the Lib Dems.
Well, at least we agree on something.